Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into the world of AI-powered investing with a platform called Streetbeat. Let's find out if Streetbeat is for you. My name's Sean, and today on the Modest Wallet YouTube channel, we are going to be taking a look at and discussing Streetbeat. So what exactly is it? Streetbeat is an investment platform that uses artificial intelligence, and it does that to analyze data, and then it takes that data and it recommends stocks. And then after that, it creates this personalized portfolio, and it's also based on your investment goals. So think of it as a robo-advisor with, a bit more muscle.
Very strong.
There's a little bit more to it than just being a robo-advisor. All right, so how does it work? First, you answer some questions about your investment goals and then also your risk tolerance. And then what Streetbeat does is then it uses its fancy AI to then analyze market trends and company data. Based on this analysis, it builds a portfolio of stocks and ETFs, exchange traded funds, that it thinks aligns with your needs. After that, you can choose to autopilot and let Streetbeat manage your portfolio, or you can take a more hands-on approach and make adjustments yourself. So this probably sounds, kind of fancy to you, but who is this platform best for? Streetbeat, in our opinion, would be a good fit for new investors who really want a helping hand, or also busy folks who maybe don't have the time to constantly research stocks. And then it's also a good option for investors who want some automation, but also like the flexibility to make some tweaks. A really important question I'm sure you probably are wondering is, how much does it cost? And so this is a bit of a double-edged sword because there's a 0.75% annual management fee, which is pretty standard for most robo-advisors. However, there are also some flat fees associated with deposits and withdrawals, which can add up for smaller accounts. So what I'm going to go ahead and put those fees up on the screen right now just so you can kind of see it all in one place. Maybe you want to take a screenshot of this as well, just for your own sake whenever it comes to the fees. As you can see, it is a little bit, there's some things that I have a little bit of concern with, but those are some things that you're going to have to research and do on your own to make the best decision for you. I just want to highlight the $19.99 billing monthly or the billing yearly, which is $159 per year. And that puts you at $13.25 per month. So there is the key thing that we're talking about when we say it is a little pricey. Now, there are plenty of features with this service, but some of the main features that they highlight are the AI-powered portfolio construction, which we're going to show you here in a second what that all looks like. The personalized investment strategies, once again, we'll show you that here in a second. The option for automated or semi-automated investing, once again, we'll show you that. And then two more, there's the access to analyst research reports, something that maybe might, set it above other services. And finally, the last main feature that they sort of promote are the security. So it's a very secure platform with multiple layers of protection, which obviously you're dealing with money here, so you want to make sure that that is key, which they do highlight. So with that said, let me now just go ahead and take you inside of this platform just so that you can see firsthand how it works, some of those main features that we just talked about, and then we'll get into some pros and cons after we take a look inside. So as I'm logged in, I wanted to just kind of talk about the sign up process. Super easy. Literally use my Google account to sign in, create a password. Now, here is the thing too as well. We talked about the fees already. We talked about how much it costs per month. They do require you to put a credit card in, but there is a 7-day free trial. So if you find out that it's not for you, then you can easily get out. And I've already, kind of maneuvered myself around on the app to see how you do that. So I'll show you that in a little bit. But anyway, definitely, something I like, which, they have the 7-day free trial, but also I never like when they force you to put your credit card in. So they do that. But like I said, you can easily take it off and not get charged as long as you do that within 7 days. All right, so we're on the main section of the app. I'll just kind of scroll down so that you can kind of see what this looks like. Pretty interesting things that you can explore. And let's first start off with taking a look at this create a new portfolio. Now, You can design an AI managed portfolio to invest in your idea with daily rebalancing. So it's very customizable, as I'll show you here in a second. They also have ways that you can build your portfolio with, actual portfolios like from the US Congress buy. So it takes the data of congressmen and shows you what they bought and creates a kind of a good portfolio based on your needs. They had me answer a couple really good questions earlier so that they could easily see what kind of investor I was. And so that was also a really key thing they did. It's going to help for the AI to be able to recognize your needs as well. If you want to go back to the US Congress buys, same thing. It's going to give you some charting. It's going to show you the returns. And if I click this invest, it will then, ask me how much money I want it to invest. And then it would then review it and pick exactly a nice mix of the stocks that the US Congress has bought. So how it works, the Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge Act requires that U.S. representatives disclose any financial transactions they make within 45 days of their occurrence. And so they collect and analyze it to identify potential new stock trades. So that's what this charting is looking at and what you're seeing. I'll just go through one more. Let's look at crypto exposure. This is going to create a portfolio with crypto involved. If you look at the description, this strategy is centered on investing in public traded companies and exchange traded funds, ETFs, that have significant exposure to crypto markets. So interesting how it works. The AI-driven investment strategy is designed to adapt to changing market conditions by recalibrating the strategy every week during the opening auction to maintain allocation proportions over time. It will suggest modifications to the strategy response to macroeconomic shifts, proprietary data insights, or significant advancements in its own and analytical capabilities. So minimum recommended amount, $100 to invest. But that's just to give you an idea. Let's take a look now at this AI, where the AI comes into part. So we click on that. We have, hello investor, what can I do for you today? You can talk to the AI advisor, or you can explore, look at existing portfolios for investment ideas. I'm going to go ahead and talk to the AI advisor, and it's loading. How might I help you today? Create a portfolio, study the trends, analyze stocks. The big thing about this service is that we're going to create a portfolio. So that's what I want to do. And before I go any further, I do want to mention you can buy and sell stocks through the platform, or they have Robinhood integrated. You can choose to have your Robinhood account integrated so that any of these choices or these portfolios can be bought from your Robinhood account straight from this app, which is pretty cool. I happen to have a Robinhood account, so I did connect the two just so, I'm able to make this a lot easier for me. I don't have to go ahead and set up a brokerage with them. I can do it through an account that I already have. So if I click create a portfolio, how may I help you create a portfolio? Awesome, here's some examples you can ask me. So it does give you some examples to develop a diversified retirement portfolio strategy with a focus on long-term growth and stability. Or I could design an investment portfolio poised to capitalize on the global shift towards renewable energy sources. I can really describe it exactly how I want. So let me just kind of think here. I'm going to go create a portfolio. And here we are. Let's see. I want to create a portfolio. So create a portfolio that gives off dividends, invests in technology, and let's see, what else do I want to add to this? Has had a strong track record the last 5 years. So that's going to kind of help me to make sure that I'm not getting some brand new company. I want a company that's been out for a little while and doing well. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. It's thinking. I know you can probably be more specific, but I just wanted to choose a category that, everyone would understand, hopefully. Choosing assets and calculating the optimal allocations. I don't want to leave you sitting here forever, so I'll let you know how long it took for this to happen. It's still spinning. All right, so it took about a minute for it to completely load. And so here we are with the tech dividend performers. So I'm going to go ahead and view my portfolio. They're calling this is pretty cool. They're calling this the tech dividend performers portfolio. The TDVPF is ready, is tailored for dividend income from technology giants with a strong 5-year track record, ready to invest. So let's go ahead and take a look at this portfolio that I created from my input. All right, so historical return, 679%. All right, we'll take it. And let's go ahead and just take a look down. It looks like if you invested $1,000, 5-year return, the 10-year, 15, and the 20-year. Wow, it'd be pretty awesome if it grew on that $1,000 investment. That's also including a $300 monthly deposit as well, because it's important to continue to add to your portfolio. And so the description says a portfolio focused on dividend-paying tech stocks with a strong performance over the last 5 years. It includes a diverse set of companies within the technology sector, from semiconductor manufacturers like ASML and TSM to software giants like Microsoft and Adobe. This balanced mix ensures exposure to different segments of the tech industry while prioritizing stocks that have demonstrated steadiness and growth in their dividend payouts alongside robust overall performance. So how it works. This AI-driven investment strategy is designed to adapt to changing market conditions by recalibrating the strategy every week during the opening auction to maintain allocation proportions. Over time, it will suggest modifications to the strategy in response to macroeconomic shifts, proprietary data insights, or significant advancements of its own analytical capabilities. I think I already read that, but wanted to kind of share that. And here is where they came up with. So you can see a lot of different tech companies. I'm sure you've probably heard a lot of these. So I'm getting a lot of exposure, 5% of each of them. And assuming there's 20 different, it looks like 20 different companies there that they chose from with 5%. So invested. So my risk level was a balanced investor. That's what I came out as when they did that early survey for me, that I will make sure I show you on the screen in a little bit. But the balanced investor portfolio, that's my risk level. Then what I can do is I could literally, okay, I could take this 5% of each. I could take this 5% and I could now click invest. My current buying power is $18.75. So I don't have a ton of money to invest in that at this time. And also it's after hours, so I'm not actually going to be able to do it. But let's just see what happens when I hit review. All right, so the minimum amount to invest is $19,749. So I'm not going to be able to actually do that, but that is basically what happens. It's going to allow you to, use that AI to come up with a nice looking portfolio. I actually do like this portfolio based on what I told it to do. And you can literally tell it to do anything. That's just exactly what I chose it to do. Let's go back out and let's just take a look at the rest of the app. We've already looked at all of the different portfolios to explore. Actually, I don't know if we did. I think see all. So you can break it down a little more into what you might be interested in, the more popular ones, the best performing. That's kind of cool. Let's go over to AI Advisor, which we were already just at. That's where you're going to go ahead and tell AI what kind of a portfolio you'd like to create for you. The trading area. The trading area is just going to show you your portfolio. Your account area. This is where you're going to kind of see the information about your brokerage, about how much money you have to invest. Obviously, this is just a little account that I don't do serious investing with. Kind of use it as more as a savings account than anything. Anyway, I integrated Robinhood with it, so you can see right there. So let's see if I click on that. So it's just going to explain you what available to invest means, how to increase available to invest. So obviously, I could add more money to it so that I can invest more. The last part is the settings area. Okay, you can take a look at your account, your app preferences, your payment method, your subscription plan. That's where you can adjust that. So if you are not interested in doing it anymore, I click on the subscription plan, and I could simply cancel my renewal, and then I would not have to pay the monthly fee. I could be done with it if that's what I choose to do. If you decide you want to check it out for yourself and you don't like it, you can easily do it there. The talk to us is the customer support, contact support. Let's just see what happens when I do that. All right, so we'll be back online tomorrow. So that's why as we get to the cons, the customer service is a little bit lacking at this point because it's a little hard to get in touch with them, especially after hours. All right, that is it. Hopefully that helps you understand how this works. We will now move into the pros and cons and finish up this review on Streetbeat. So hopefully you found some value in seeing what it looks like inside the platform. Now let's take a look at a couple of pros and cons of the service. So number one, it is a very user-friendly app. As you can see, it was probably pretty simple. From your perspective, it was definitely, from my hands-on perspective, very user-friendly. Secondly, there were some very strong security features put in place, which is always key. And finally, the data-driven approach to investing is something that we thought was pretty important because if you have the data to show it, then obviously, it's going to help lead to better investing decisions. When it comes to the cons, the fee structure can be expensive for smaller accounts. It was a little bit limited in the customer service options. And the last one, and this is just kind of, a general rule, is that it is still relatively new platform compared to some competitors. So definitely probably some kinks to kind of get out of the system there. So it is pretty new, which sometimes can be a con. All right, so we've covered a lot. I just want to now kind of close up, kind of give some final remarks on Streetbeat, which we do think it does offer a very compelling combination of AI technology and human expertise. We like that aspect that it's not just relying on AI, it's not just relying on humans. Now, the platform is easy to use, as we said, and has some great features, but the fees might be a turnoff for some investors, especially those starting with a smaller amount of money. So if you're interested in AI-powered investing and have a bit more capital that you can work with, Streetbeat is definitely worth checking out. However, if fees are a major concern, there are other robo-advisors out there with much lower costs. As always, do your own research before you invest in anything. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think personally about Streetbeat, and if you have any questions about AI investing in general. There may be some confusion still there when it comes to that, so definitely drop those down below. Also, don't forget to like this video for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to get more content from the Modest Wallet, and especially more investment reviews and tips, and I'll see you in the next video.